It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? And it's time now for the Peter Channel 10 o'clock news on this late Monday night, September 21st, 2020. It's 10 o'clock. Mountain temperature is 41 degrees. And tonight's going to be clear sky with low 36 degrees. I'm Peter J. Wiggins, and it's the Peter Channel 10 o'clock news on late Monday night. Top stories at 10 on this late Monday night is likewise Roe in Florida will be a big factor in Trump's Supreme Court pick. Joe Biden tries to keep Wisconsin voters' attention on Trump's pandemic response. At least 8.7 million Americans at risk of losing $12 million in stimulus checks. Louisville declares State University had a Breonna Taylor announcement. It was so terrifying. Bobcat wildfire destroys homes lately. Nature Center, 6 in Hartford, Oregon, accused of starting blazes. With TikTok deal, Walmart could gain a front row seat next to the next generation of customers and consumers. NIH official retire after being 90 days as offer of anti-Fauci post on a right-wing blog. Trump supporters boo Ohio governor at rally. Second judge rules against UPS. Postal Service says luxury mail must be prioritized. New threat of government shutdown looms as talks fail to produce deal. Beta brings no flood risk to Texas coast and Louisiana where thousands still lack power. Trump administration announces with allies over reimposing UN sanctions on Iran. Pubs and restaurants in England will have 10 p.m. closing times. First U.S. Space Force deployment at land not so far away. In India, deadly building collapse in Mumbai, many feared trap. After passing premieres Sunday night, a Monday powerful Hurricane Teddy will set its sights on Atlanta, Canada for the middle of the week. Tropical Beta brings heavy rains to the Texas coast. And get dressed on World Peace Day, we have faced a common enemy in COVID-19. Bed and Bath & Beyond to close 63 stores by year's end. Justice Department announces $1 million in grants to combat human trafficking. New York Police Department officials accused of spying on Tibetans for Chinese government. A federal judge ruled Monday that the U.S. Postal Service must give election mail first class preference and make the changes that compensate for manager failures that risk the security of mail-in voting. Forests in the United States currently sequestered approximately 3 decades worth of carbon dioxide emitted by the American fossil fuel industry, according to a new study. Florida decision likely clears Pat's owner Robert Kraft of soliciting sex. King Philip Fall Sports and a band make a quick comeback. The American Back to Blue motorcycle ride that drew 1,000 people to a parking lot of Whitman at the makings of a super spreader event, according to one epidemiologist. Current messages made transportation for the youth pass cards will expire on October 31st. Boston is set to consider wide-scale police reforms, but many of them have been pitched before. Elon Musk warns that the Tesla's battery tech is 2 years away. Quibi Video Service has been looking for a buyer. RTC has hit a scary milestone. Digload was at its comment, turns out it would be unexpected. Ultra Aurora. Marine expansions inspire the next generation of skyscrapers and bridges. CDC walks back guidance on airborne COVID-19 spread. CDC, 11,000 may have been exposed to COVID-19 on airplanes. Peter Jones' time is 10:04. Time now for a sports report. Michael Jordan, Denny Hamlin in the field, NASCAR Cup car with Bubba Wallace driving. And Henry Ruggs is inactive. Henry Ruggs is active on Trent Brown, Nick Kowalski, and Sam Young aren't. When announced confirmed season-ending ACL injury for Nick Bosa and Anthony Davis channels Kobe's most brilliant NBA playoff game ever. And at that time in Las Vegas, it's the Las Vegas Raiders. Don Saints of the Las Vegas Raiders deadlocked at 17 apiece down in Vegas. And in the NHL Stanley Cup Finals game number 2 up in Edmonton, it's the Tampa Bay Lightning leading the Dallas Stars for 2 periods, 3-1. Peter Chelner's 10:04. Time for Peter Channel traffic and transit check. Beep! On the MTA subway system, looking good. Copy on the rail. And the ferry are looking good. Okay, let's take a look at the highways and byways of New England on this late Monday night. And 95 on the northbound side, Little Sword, Bridgeport, Connecticut, but it's looking good in 7 in Northern New England. And now, looking at the weather situation at 10:05. Latest on today, 8 p.m. advisory, 90 mile per hour winds, minutes at first, 956 millibars, located at 34.6 to the north, 61 Port Bar to the west, moving north at 26 miles an hour. And beta, 45 mile per hour winds at 8 p.m. and minutes at first, 999 millibars, at located 20.3 to the north, 96.1 to the west, movement northwest at 5 miles an hour. Service number 1, showers and thunderstorms were associated with post-tropical cyclone Paulette, located about 250 miles south of the easternmost study sources are showing some signs of organization, only slight increase in organization could result in the formation of subtropical or tropical cyclone tonight, early Tuesday, while the system moves eastward at 10 to 15 miles an hour. By late Tuesday night, the system is forecast to move less favorable and weather conditions and further development is not expected. For more information about marine hazards associated with the system, see ISC's forecast issued by Mateo Friends. Formation chance of 40 hours, 80%. Formation chance of 5 days, 80%. Okay, the service number 2. And there showers and thunderstorms located over the Central Bahamas, the Florida Keys, and the Straits of Florida as associated with a frontal system. And this deserves the forecast to continue moving southward over the central and western Cuba during the next couple of days, and then move back northward on Thursday. But Saturday, marginally convective environmental conditions are expected when the system approaches the Florida Keys and southward late this weekend. The development in any should be slow to occur, regardless of development. Locally, rainfall is possible across the Florida Keys tonight and over western Cuba on Tuesday and Wednesday, and formation chance 4 hours, low near 0%, and formation chance 5 days, low 10%. And beta, looking at okay, this is a shot of the radar, looking at the radar, and this is the range of beta, bringing in some rain showers as far south as north of Corpus Christi, Texas, and all the way up in the League City, Texas, and up in the Sugar Land, and then up in the north of College Station, Texas, and east of Waco, Texas, and some rain down in San Antonio. And zooming you in on. And this is the line of rain showers stretching line for Victoria, stretching all the way down to El Campo and stretching around Sugar Land and passing it down around the Houston, Texas area, and night rain around Beaumont. And looking at the radar down around Houston, some rain showers down around the Houston area, some isolated heavy band rain showers south of Houston down for Bel Air and down to LA, and heavy band rain showers southeast of Pasadena and north of League City in Texas. Meanwhile, closer to home, it's going to be a nice night for sleeping that's cooler than normal temperatures. Continued on Tuesday, a warmer trend falls throughout the weekend with about normal temperatures for much of the time as Hurricane Teddy will pass well east of the coastline Tuesday as it heads into the Canadian Maritimes while we rain dry. It will be a period of strong winds along the coast and minor coastal flooding and some beach erosion may also occur during the Tuesday and afternoon and early evening night time. Otherwise, it'll be prolonged period of dry weather continues right throughout the weekend. An approaching cold front may bring showers next Monday. General clear skies over southern New England as possibly a few clouds offshore and rain. Check it as expect fair skies overnight with radiation cold and frosty temperatures in the interior and no significant changes in the forecast. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast. And we get a frost advisory in effect from 1 a.m. to 8 a.m. on Tuesday, and temperatures as low as 34 will result in frost formation Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut, Taunton, Connecticut, and Wyndham, Connecticut counties in Massachusetts, Norfolk, Worcester County, and Central Middlesex and Western Essex, and Northwestern Hampton, and Southern Worcester, and Western Norfolk, and Norfolk, Bristol counties. From 1 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Tuesday, and possibly kill sensitive outdoor vegetation left uncovered. And take steps now to protect tender plants in the cold. And look at fire weather watch all Massachusetts Island and 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Northwest western areas of 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusts up to 20 to 25 miles an hour, and eastern areas of 15 to 30 miles an hour, gusts up 30 to 45 miles an hour, and range from the 20 to 35%. Drier condition over the interior. In the 60s to low 70s, a dry weather could see wind will result in critical fire weather conditions. A fire weather watch means that critical fire weather conditions are forecasted to occur. Listed in later forecasts with possible red flag warnings. Okay, let's take a look at the forecast. It goes like this. For tonight, it's going to be clear and cool with a low 36 degrees, north with about 3 to 6 miles an hour. For Tuesday, equal skies high about 68 degrees, and north with about 8 to 50 miles an hour. Because that's 29 miles an hour for Tuesday. Forecast skies about 31 degrees, and north with about 8 to 11 miles an hour. Because that's 21 miles an hour. For Wednesday, sun skies about 76 to low 54, northwest about 3 to 10 miles an hour. Because that's 23 miles an hour for Thursday, sun skies about 79, low 55, west wind about 6 miles an hour. For Friday, most of the sun skies about 76, low 54 degrees, calm and and for Saturday, sun skies about 76 or 56 degrees, calm and in south around 6 miles an hour in the afternoon. And for Sunday, most of the sun skies about 74 degrees, low 59, and night south wind increase of 5 to 9 miles coming in the morning, winds get gusts 20 miles an hour. And for Monday, check the shots, but the assessment 74 degrees, south wind about 6 to 10 miles an hour, gusts 20 miles an hour, chance to 30%. Currently in Norton, it's a first skies at 41 degrees. That's going to be for, and looking at the map, it shows temperatures in the 40s to 50s, about measuring equal to 34 degrees reading in Mount Washington, New Hampshire. And that's going to be for the Peter Channel. 10 o'clock news on this late Monday night, September 21st, 2023. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. Hope you have a good night. Get back to you. Stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. See you tomorrow. More important. I hope you all have a good night.